Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 Hi guys, Aaron here. Welcome to our post-trip video.
Yeah, I filled out I made a questionnaire today, and all three of us filled it out, and we haven't looked at each other's answers. Well, even if I looked at Aaron's answers, I can't read it, so he's gonna have to. Well, kind of, but I can't when I'm also talking. So we're gonna go over our answers to the questionnaire, and I'm hoping our answers are different, or else this is gonna be really boring. But then we'll.
It just shows everyone how much we're alike.
Yeah, well, but I'm just hoping we each
Have
took
different
took something different
But
from
we
the
didn't
experience.
talk about this before we made this video, right?
Nah, this is good to talk things out. So we'll just get right to it, and we'll start right at the top. Does that sound good, Aaron? What's the first one?
What?
What's the first? What's the first answer? What's the first questionnaire?
Top 3 non-Disney places and why?
Okay, we'll start in
Non-Disney.
non-Disney ones. Because if we would have done Disney, I think DCA and Disneyland would be two of our top 3 in all 3 categories for all 3 of us. So I thought it'd be more fun just to see what else. So we'll start with age. We'll start with you, and then we'll start with Mommy with the next one. Then we'll start with me for the third time. So Aaron, what are your 3 top non-Disney places?
Well,
In no order.
This is in no order, but the first one is Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Cool. Why?
I like all the different roller coasters they have there.
That's exciting.
Even Tatsu and X2?
No.
You didn't go on all of them. All right. What's the other 2?
Knott's Berry Farm.
Because.
Same reason and also one extra word.
That word being.
Boysenberry.
Cool.
That's cute.
Yeah, that is cute. And number 3?
San Diego Zoo.
Really? That's in your top 3? That surprises me. Wow. Why-
Well, I don't know. But
No, that's
Really
cool.
like
You're,
top
there's no
3.
wrongs here, but
That's cute, because
Yeah.
I thought, oh man, and I guess Aaron will like San Diego Zoo.
right.
I guess.
That was the one we'd have to pull you through. Why is the zoo on your top 3?
I
Well,
just liked exploring and seeing the frogs.
That's awesome, Aaron. That's cool. That's not what I was expecting at all. That's why I want to do this questionnaire like this. Okay, Mommy, what's in your top 3?
In no particular order, I have Castle Park.
Cool.
Because
I liked your first impression of Castle Park.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's why I like it, because when I first walked in there, I'm like, oh my god, this place is ghetto.
But
It ended up being really cool.
because
And I liked the feral cats
yeah.
and the ties with Nuts, Mr. Knot. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that was cool that the
Yeah,
guy
well,
that
the history
started that park actually
worked
made
with-
a lot of the dark rides
Yeah.
for Knott's Berry Farm. That
the,
was really
the
cool.
iconic ones.
Right,
Like yeah, the
exactly.
log ride and the Calico Mine Train.
Yeah.
The rides. Okay.
And I liked going to the Birch Aquarium at Scripps because of the
Oh,
view.
Oh yeah, that was a really good view.
And eating lunch
I didn't even
there.
think of that,
Even though
but-
I don't think I ate lunch there, but I ate yours guys' Scripps.
Oh, that
and
burger
they're
was
really
good. I think that was the best burger I had on the trip.
Yeah, and,
That didn't even make it on my list for favorite places we eat. Oh.
and vegetables and stuff are really good there.
My list for the things
Spoiler.
wasn't all thought out.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And
There's
Knott's
4?
Berry Farm.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just 2. Castle Park and Birch Aquarium.
You said also? Oh, okay. Go ahead. Third one.
Knott's Berry Farm, because I never knew it was like such a clean park before. I don't know if they've cleaned it up though, because I know there's a new owner. So maybe since I've been there, they have gotten
President.
cleaner or new president.
Yeah, the owner's still Cedar Fair.
Because like a lot of the bathrooms were like really new and nice.
Yeah, they did do upgrades on it. I mean, yeah, you could tell.
Oh, yeah.
They did clean it. Okay, so it's on to me.
And I like the entertainment there, but I didn't get to see that much of it. But that's one of my disappointments. But anyway, moving on.
Again. All right, my first one. I love your answers, by the way. Yes. I actually, I didn't put it on my biggest surprise, but Legoland is in my top 3 just because.
Ah! Okay, sorry. Obviously, we had an hour and 35-minute video of that, so I think
No,
you
1 hour and
liked it.
14
Yeah,
minutes.
don't exaggerate.
Oh, sorry. It was as long as A Night Before Christmas or something.
I'm gonna get to the top.
Yeah.
Mine was Legoland because it was really well themed. I was surprised by the amount of detail they put into it. I just thought it'd be slap a bunch of random kiddie flat rides. It was really cool to see it all spread out, well maintained, and it was big. It was like probably as big as Magic Mountain almost.
Oh yeah.
It was
Might
a
even have
lot
been bigger, but just not as hilly.
maybe not as hilly, but it was a very large park, and we didn't even get to go to the water park because it was already closed. So if the water park was open,
pirate part.
yeah, it would have been a 2-day park if the water parks were open. Okay, my second one was Knott's because again the theming and it does seem to be taken a lot better care of, and I was expecting it to be just swarmed by locals, and I thought it'd be overrun by kids, but it was fine. It was the second part of it is just family friendly. Everybody there was just a bunch of families going in. Now maybe being there on Thanksgiving had something to do with it, and the crowds were minimal, but it was just fun. Should we just get a mirror? Should we just stop?
That is a mirror.
Yeah, but they don't need to see you admiring yourselves.
Okay, that was just the.
Okay, and then my third one was Magic Mountain.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Aaron on your list is almost exactly
almost
the
exactly
same,
the same, but-
except for San Diego Zoo.
Yeah, the two reasons I put down for Magic Mountain being on my top 3 was Aaron had a lot of fun, which is exciting because before the trip, I kind of was dreading Magic Mountain because if Aaron didn't go on Incredicoaster, then he'd just be sitting at the exit of almost every single ride. But Aaron had a great time. He had a little bit. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Sorry.
I'm listening.
Yeah. He had a lot. He was a little apprehensive at first on going to bigger coasters,
Yeah, he was.
but once he did, then it was.
He almost had to eat a burger for lunch.
I think we
It was
mentioned that.
this close.
I think we did mention that. And the other thing, please.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
Thank you. The other thing is the staff at the Magic Mountain was great. I mean, I thought on all the ride service, they were all in good moods. Usually if you go to Great America, you're going to get 20% good staff, and then the rest is like they could care less. But I think it's because it's a 365 park. They're open every single day of the year.
Yeah.
They're all full-timers, so they're just more invested in the park than maybe some of the other seasonal workers. I really saw really saw a difference in the way they interacted.
This video
it
is
was
gonna
nice.
be really long.
Yeah, okay, then the next one. Well, it'll be longer if I keep stopping to give you the dirty look because you're
Ah!
all right, food.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
mine-
go first.
What?
I go first.
I thought we'd take turns going.
Oh,
Okay,
you can
no,
go. You can
go.
go first.
Well, Legoland was.
Sorry,
almost
there's
on
not
the-
earthquakes. I'm just bumping the table. Sorry about that.
On my first non-Disney park list, I was planning to put Legoland California.
Oh, hey,
Oh, you
scratched
even
it
scratched
out.
up. Then our list would have been the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 places will be. This is not very good, but yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Enchanted Tiki Room, because.
That's a good answer.
Come on, it's the Fiki Room.
The Fiki.
it was
Oh,
an
you wrote her
accident.
The
The
tiki.
The
He's
DCA
eating enchanted trash.
I was gonna say,
Enchanted trash.
the Tiki Room. That's not a restaurant. Why do you have the Fiki or Tiki Room on the list? Because it's not a restaurant.
They have the lips.
Oh yeah, they make it. Yeah, they serve it
And you
outside.
can
Then you.
eat them inside.
Okay, what's number 2?
DCA hot dog cart.
Where did you? Oh, that's funny.
It's a
You
taste
like their
of
hot dogs?
the taste of accomplishment. I had it right after I went on Incredicoaster.
Oh, cool. So,
You had a pretzel and an icy before you had a
Yeah,
hot
but
dog.
but that was your victory dinner, your victory dog. Did you go on Guardians before eating the dog, or was it after the dog?
I think it was before. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think it was after the dog.
Yeah, I think we did it after dinner.
Yeah, I think after dinner. It was after
No, we didn't.
lunch.
We did it after lunch.
Oh, okay.
Because we had an angry dog.
Oh yeah, that wasn't very good. It was like a chorizo. It was too spicy. Anyway, what's number 3?
I'm not sure what my number 3 is.
Oh, okay. We'll go on to mommy. That's fine.
Okay, I guess I'll do them in the order we ate. So, Smoke Jumper's Grill I liked because I got to eat a whole salad.
Oh, I didn't think that would be your reason for liking it.
And it was free.
That's the reason I thought you liked it. All right, what's
I
number?
didn't have to waste money on eating a half a salad.
All right, number 2.
Well, Knott's Berry Farm for Thanksgiving meal because we got a view of Ghost Rider
Yeah, that was cool.
and Boysenberry Punch.
Did you drink boysenberry punch? I don't remember you doing that.
No.
Okay, well, then
But Aaron had some. He really liked it. That was
I really
cute.
like that.
And Farmer Boys, even though I didn't eat there, I tried some of Aaron's
Chicken strip?
cookies and cream shake, and it was really good.
I didn't get any of it. You guys
And-
inhaled it before I got a chance. You got 4?
No.
Okay.
Also, Farmer Boys was kind of cool because it was my idea. Because they were going to eat pizza that was like under the lamplight for who knows how long at Boomers. And then I thought, oh, we've seen Farmer Boys everywhere. Let's see if there's one
What?
close. And of course,
That wasn't the
there
first
was.
thought, though.
What?
The first thought was lemonade. My bad mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because we were really starving and we didn't know where to eat. So
We already covered that. We don't.
I'm
yeah.
glad.
But I just thought it was cool that it ended up being pretty good, right?
And Mommy scared us because she said it showed up as Farmer Boys with a Z.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't want any. If you replace the S's with the Z's, I already automatically lose respect.
But it's kind of sad because, like, I don't really... Like, before, when I had this category of top places we ate, like, I'd be like, oh my god, yeah, this was so good. And now I'm just like, eh.
You're jaded.
No, I'm not jaded. It's just, I don't really get meals
Oh,
places.
yeah,
so-
that's true. You get our scraps. And if you order a meal for yourself, you have to give like 75% of it to go.
Yeah.
Because you don't eat a whole lot of it. All right, I'll keep this short and sweet. My top 3 places. Now I'm regretting the ones I wrote. A Pollo Loco, just because I forgot how good their chicken is, and I like making my own little burrito thing. So I like that. Their chicken is really good. Number 2 is the same as Mommy's. It was the Thanksgiving Day buffet. But my reasons were, well, I guess I love their chicken. The nuts chicken is really good. And the turkey was pretty good too. Aaron had a ton of turkey. And then boysenberry everything. On top of the glasses and glasses of punch Aaron and I both drank. The dessert options, I had like boysenberry tart, boysenberry cookie, boysenberry pie. It was good. All right.
And afterwards, I went and got boysenberry cotton candy, and boysenberry
Yeah.
almonds,
And
and
candies.
boysenberry lollipops, and boysenberry licorice, and boysenberry, I don't remember, and lots of boysenberry jelly beans, and boysenberry. Lots of boysenberry.
Taffy.
Taffy, yeah.
Okay. Aaron, your biggest surprise.
How well themed Pixar Pier was.
Yeah, that was cool. I really like the ironwork that was, you know.
I like that answer.
That is a very good
It
answer.
was so detailed.
Yeah, there are a lot of little hidden stuff, like the ironwork that as you go underneath the Pixar Pier, the entrance area.
The trash
was really cool.
cans, even.
And Luxo Jr. was like moving around even.
Yeah, and
And-
umbrellas.
I like the fact too that they actually put some of the shorts in Pixar Pier because I wasn't expecting any of the shorts to even like be represented, but that was really cool.
Yeah, it was neat. Okay, what's your biggest
I like
surprise?
your answer.
Yeah, I did too.
Aaron going on Incredicoaster! Woo!
That didn't make it on mine because it wasn't a big surprise. So it didn't
I
make it
didn't
on
know if he would go on.
Oh, I didn't know if he would, but it wouldn't have been a big surprise if he did.
It was for me.
Yeah, it almost made my list. But my big surprise was we actually got tired. Now, usually on vacations, we can go.
I didn't get tired.
Yeah, we did. We had to reschedule because we didn't want to go to the park because we were too tired. We
Yeah, we had a
cannot
lazy
do it.
day.
Yeah,
One day,
we
we barely got 15,000
Yeah.
steps.
The first Monday of the trip.
Yeah.
We
had to reschedule because we just couldn't do it.
At the end, anyway.
And that kind of, well, it didn't stink because it works out great. Everything works out for us. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I don't think we could do 4 Disney days in a row. It's just too much. 8 a.m. to midnight.
Well, yeah, people don't do that
No,
usually.
well, we come close to doing that. I'm just surprised that we had to move stuff around because we couldn't do 30,000 steps every day. Who knew? All right.
Yeah, people at St. Louis, Biomariu, 50,000 steps a day. I don't think so.
All right. Aaron, your biggest disappointment.
Not having World of Color.
Oh, I forgot all about
That's a good
that.
Yeah, that was.
Now
a
I
big
have 5 disappointments.
Why did we even go? Jeez. We should go without you next time if you're going to be disappointed by everything. All right. That's a great one. Let's hear Mommy's other 4 disappointments.
Actually, I have 6 now.
Oh, because...
Okay, World of Color, Paint the Night Parade, and the last Disney day we had Haunted Mansion was broken the whole time. So that was kind of sad that we didn't get to go on Haunted Mansion Holiday one more time before.
That
But that
happens.
wasn't on my must-do, but that's okay. So my other 3 biggest disappointments, oh my god, SeaWorld San Diego. That was horrible. We should have included right away when they did the Star Spangled Banner to open up the park.
Yeah, it was a
Ho
little
ho
weird and
ho!
different.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that was fun.
I wish we would have seen more shows and entertainment, but we didn't really have much time to do that. But our trip wasn't long enough.
Right.
So I guess I have 4 disappointments plus those other ones I added. The museums at Balboa Park, I was kind of disappointed in. I thought they'd be
Yeah, some of them
more
were
higher
tiny.
caliber,
Some of them were good.
but not that many were that good. I thought the Air and Space Museum was good, but
Natural history is good.
there was a.
Yeah,
But I feel like
good.
the Field Museum is like way better.
Well, yes, film is but we're world class.
Oh yes, we're world class. In our science museum, just
Well,
like,
yeah, that you will.
you
Nobody
can't even compare it to the Fleet Science
No,
Center.
you can't. It would be very
Like the
unfair.
Fleet Science Center was basically like the Kids Museum in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Yeah, or the one down the one where Aaron first learned how to do the Morse code, like that one.
Yeah, in Elgin.
Yeah, Elgin. That's what it
Like,
is, yeah.
we're in San Diego, not Elgin, not Manchester. I mean, actually, Manchester, New Hampshire's Children's Museum is way better than even the Fleet Science Center, I think. Well, the building it's in and the Lego display is really cool, and
Okay.
I don't
Moving
know.
on. Moving
It's
on.
bigger too. I feel like there's
Do you-
more
are you-
exhibits.
okay.
No, I have one more disappointment.
Of course.
We
Now I've
tried
got to add a
going-
second disappointment to mine.
We tried going to Pacific Park Pier, whatever it's called,
well-
and Santa Monica Pier twice. And the sad thing is, I understand it was windy the day we were leaving, but your hours say you're open at noon to 7. Like, you don't have to have the rides operating, but let us just walk around in the inside and get closer to the rides, okay?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I've got 2 disappointments. My number 1 disappointment was Mommy was too disappointed the whole trip, apparently.
No, I wasn't!
I mean, I only-
You asked this question! So I'm being
actually, I got 3.
truthful.
I got 3 disappointments, and I'm really surprised this didn't make your list. I'll
Oh, maybe I'll have to add it.
You
Number
will-
10, disappointment.
you will add it, but the second one will be SeaWorld, because besides it's just being a little weird with its cat thing and the Jesus
yeah.
presentation and the Star Spangled Banner. Now, keep in mind, I don't mind any of that stuff. It was just a weird vibe it gave off. And then number 2 was all the upcharges. We couldn't. We had to pay $15 to go up the Skytrek Tower. We had to pay $15 to go on the gondola ride.
Sky.
And if you want to pet the dolphin, it used to be free. You have to pay like $40 to feed the dolphins now or something. It was just ridiculous. I'm surprised we were allowed to touch the stingrays without it being an extra charge. I'm not even joking around.
That's true. Or even ride the manta for free. Maybe that should be
Yeah, that's
$5 a
true.
person too.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, all the uptrade charges was very disappointing. And tying along with the SeaWorld, but it also affects Disneyland. It also affects Knott's Berry Farm. And it affected everywhere we went, basically. Is Christmas was everywhere. You didn't get any theme music for any of Knott's Berry Farm, any of Disneyland. It was just Christmas music, Christmas music, Christmas music, Christmas music. And it really takes away from some of the enjoyment of the parks.
Yeah, you know what I want to add to that?
But that's partly our own fault. But go ahead.
But the thing is, I didn't think, because we were going to Disneyland before Thanksgiving, I don't know why I didn't think that Hello Duh, they're going to have their Christmas decorations up and they're going to be playing Christmas music. But that like never crossed my mind until we actually got there.
Do you have anything to add about that, Bud?
No.
All right.
It's going to go.
Moving on. Aaron, what was your favorite memory of the trip? This one's hard to narrow down. But I only had
Going
K
on-
once.
Going on my first upside down coaster.
That is a good answer. And is that Mommy's too?
No.
Oh, what's her favorite memory?
Well, I already had biggest surprise Aaron going on a credit coaster, you know. So I said that my favorite memory is talking him through going on a credit coaster for 45 minutes to an hour in the line for Toy Story Midway Mania.
Yeah.
And when he was about to go on Toy Story Midway Mania, he said to me,
Maybe.
I'll think about it. And then when we were in line for Soarin', I knew that he was going to finally go on a credit coster because of the way he was
broke him
asking
down.
me questions about the ride. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's going on it, Daddy. And Daddy still didn't believe me, but I knew then that he was going to go on it. But another favorite memory of mine is like when we were at Six Flags Magic Mountain, Aaron never rode Batman before. And obviously, if you've watched any of our previous videos, you know how much we wanted him to go on Batman like all summer.
Yeah, he had the shirt he had to wear until he went on.
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So I think one of my favorite memories too is like he's like, oh yeah, I'll ride first row. First time going on this coaster, no problem. And he just went on Batman First Row like it was a little kid
slightest
coaster.
yeah, it wasn't the slightest bit nervous. Yeah, it was like him going on Roadrunner Express.
Yeah,
one of
or
those other-
Space Police Sprocket Rockets.
Right. All right. My favorite memory was I remember it the most at Magic Mountain, but he did it for probably every one. But after every big coaster he went on, first thing he said when the ride ended, he goes, "That was fun." Yeah.
What?
You always saying like when you get off like I remember it
Riddler's
vividly,
Revenge.
Riddler's and Scream. The first thing you said was that was fun.
Yeah, because when we went on Riddler's Revenge, I honestly, when we went through the first loop, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so big. And I was like, Aaron is going to be so scared and he's not going to want to go on this again. And why did we take him on this? And as soon as it was over, he's like, that was fun. And I'm like, yay!
It is one of the bigger, more intimidating coasters. It's smooth and it's not reckless or anything like that. But
Well,
yeah,
it's
it is.
big.
It's big. It is big. All right, let's keep it moving. What would you do different about this trip? This is an interesting answer.
0.
Nothing. You wouldn't change anything. That's surprising. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you had so much fun. But I'm guessing Mom and I would do a couple of things different, or maybe one thing different. So what's on your list for doing things different?
Have less Disney days. But I think part of that has to do with no World of Color and no Paint the Night Parade. But
And once Galaxy's Edge opens, that changes as well.
But right now, like, just have less Disney days to explore other parks, because it would have been cool to go to Universal Studios and Adventure City, even though that might be really lame. But it was fun going to Castle Park.
Yeah.
And we didn't have enough time to do that stuff because we had too many Disney
For this
days.
particular trip, maybe we would have done 3 or 4 Disney days,
Right.
but we didn't know ahead of time.
Right.
But okay, that's actually valid. At first I was like, ugh, but now but for our next trip, I think we should do 4 or 5 because of the parades, World of Color, and Galaxy's Edge.
But not doing back to back to back to back.
No.
We
might
learned our
do-
lesson.
We might do it like a 5-game series, like at the NBA. You do 2, 2,
on,
1,
3 off.
yeah, something like yeah. We'll figure it out. And what would I do different? Oh, that's my number 1. Space out the Disneyland days a little bit more. And my second one, it's more technical, but I would have filmed more ambiance stuff because usually whenever you saw us, we were just standing with static in the background and we'd tell you what's going on in the day. We should be more active in
Or
showing you while we're walking around.
Touring more,
Right, we
so
should.
other people can see what it's like.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at the Disney parks because we didn't even think about it because
Well,
we
because
could
we go there all the time. We can basically
Not all the
paint
time.
it in our heads when we're at home.
we could close our eyes except for the running into people. I'm sure we could close our eyes and walk through the park without opening them.
Yeah,
if
know
the park was-
exactly what's next
Right.
to us, even though like we're not even, we don't live there.
All right, let's bang these out. Favorite rides? This trip only. I don't. So if you really enjoyed going on Big Thunder last time, but this time was just okay, don't mention it. Your top 3 at Disneyland Resort.
Incredicoaster,
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy,
And
Space Mountain.
what? All right, Mommy has to go next. 'cause
I'm
that's-
super shocked because a
That's my
ride on
three.
his list wasn't on mine because I forgot about it.
What did you forget about?
Guardian.
Oh, jeez. But his top 3 is exactly my top 3. So
Well, mine is Space Mountain because
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything
what?
else.
Space Mountain was awesome. I forgot how dark it is.
I put Incredicoaster and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad first.
Big Thunder. Big
Because
Thunder
I
would have been
love riding Big Thunder Mountain.
That
But
night.
if I would have thought about it, I wouldn't have put Space Mountain. I would have put Guardians. But I did forget about Guardians.
Well, it was that great. It would have made your. If it-
I forgot.
Well, then it shouldn't
I was
be-
trying to think what other new ride did we go on?
Okay,
and
you
I
know
couldn't
what? You
think.
complain that things are so long, but you're the one who rambles. All right, Aaron, Knots,
You
you
didn't
too.
tell yours.
So-
Oh, there's the
Yeah, it's the same one.
Silver Bullet and Montezuma's.
Wow, that's awesome. Boy,
2 upside down inverted coasters.
that's really cool. I'm glad those are your top 2. All right.
Mommy.
Mommy.
what's yours?
Hang Time. That was so cool. That was really fun.
Yeah, that
ride.
was fun. That's
And of course, my favorite wooden coaster of all time, Ghost Rider.
yeah. That's Ghost Rider made one of my 2. At night in the back. The second half of Ghost Rider in the back is just intense. It's insane. I'm surprised Aaron likes
Well,
it that
it's
much
crazy
because
that it only goes 50 some miles an
no,
hour.
it feels
like,
really fast.
but it feels like it's going 75.
Yeah, it feels really, really fast. The other one I put on my favorite rides this trip, I actually chose Wipeout. I went on it twice with Aaron. It's the weird flat
Oh,
ride that
I did not
spins.
try this ride. I thought I'd get sick.
No lie, I think that ride for me was the scariest ride of the entire trip, maybe even more than X2. It is intense.
More than Tatsu too.
Yeah, more than Tatsu. It was scarier. The Tatsu wasn't that scary, only a couple parts, but no, Wipeout I'm surprised you like, because that was scary and intense. Okay, next one, Aaron at Legoland.
Lego City Deep Sea Adventure and
I forgot about that ride.
It's Storybook Blank.
Storybook Blank? Is that the boat one?
That boat one.
Yeah, that's okay. I liked both of those. I forgot about the sun one.
I didn't know the name of it because not that good at remembering, but I put submarine one.
Okay.
Lego City Deep Sea Adventure and Ninjago.
Ninjago. Oh, wow, I'm surprised nobody.
Ninjago.
I
Okay.
forgot about that one. I would have put that one instead if I remembered that.
Yeah, that was fun. That almost made my list. But I chose for one of them. Will you stop?
Okay.
I like the boat ride just because it was Storybrooke, because it was funny. I mean, it was just entertaining. And the other one, I'm surprised wasn't on your list, but that Merlin roller coaster, the first part, like the first minute is a dark ride. It goes really slow through the scenes.
It's not Merlin. It was called Dragon Coaster.
Dragon coaster then. But anyway, that was pretty cool. The first part is a dark ride, and the second part is that outdoor coaster. I like that. Did it launch, or was it just a normal?
It was
Lift
normal.
hill.
I had a lift hill.
Okay. But anyway, that made my list. Okay, Aaron for Magic Mountain.
Scream and Riddler.
Cool. Both big multi-looped coasters.
Just like the ones at Knott's Berry Farm. Mine was Tatsu. That was crazy. That loop was insane. I thought it was never gonna end.
The pretzel loop.
I didn't know it was a pretzel loop by the time, but I was just like, I'm on my back, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna see the ground again because all I see is the sky forever. And going on X2 was really fun because Daddy was so nervous.
I was.
I told him if he doesn't go on this ride, he's gonna have to eat sushi for dinner.
Right, yeah. That was only fair. Actually, those two rides that she listed are the same as my two. And I don't have much else to add except for Tatsu. I was expecting it to be basically a Superman clone, that what we have, Superman Ultimate Flight. I was really wrong. I'm glad we went on it because it's my number one coaster. It's my favorite coaster now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. And the second one was X2. Now, it's not my favorite coaster by any stretch. It's not even in my top 10.
I think
However,
Tatsu's on my top coaster now too, right?
I don't know. I don't
think it
remember what
is.
yours was. It probably is. But X2 is just the most memorable because that first drop is really crazy. And I just remember being tense the whole time, and I hit my head near the end of the ride.
I did too.
So I don't know if I'm going to go on it ever again because I already did it. Maybe I will, but I don't have any.
If we do, we just know to
just
really
to
brace yourself.
Right. But I don't know if I said this earlier, but when I was in line, I was nervous. But I thought, if Aaron can go on Riddlers and Scream, I can go on this ride. I mean, I would be very hypocritical to say, don't worry, because everything I told him, don't worry, you'll like it, you'll have fun, don't worry. It's okay to be nervous, and I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't go through with it. Yeah, so I was guilted into it, and I'm glad I was.
Aaron pushed you over the edge.
Okay, the rest.
Mic drop.
I
I don't have any.
Oh, okay, fine, all right.
Yeah, what's your favorite ride at Castle Park?
Spider.
Oh yeah, I didn't have to put that on the list.
What
The
about
Spider-
SeaWorld?
Mary Manta.
Oh yeah,
Okay, those work. What about yours two for the rest? Everything else?
Electric Eel at SeaWorld. That was the only good thing about SeaWorld San Diego, really, was electric.
Yeah, Mary Manta was just okay.
Yeah, and then the other one was Spider at Castle Park.
Oh, cool.
Because that was a very unique ride. I've never been on a ride like that before.
Yeah, it was a very good flight ride. Is it your favorite flight ride?
I think it might be my favorite flight
Aaron,
ride.
is it your favorite flight ride?
maybe probably.
The only thing that's
No, my favorite is Stomper still.
Yeah, the only thing that's really annoying about the Spider though is it's like an older ride.
We're at a half hour, peoples.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's not gonna be over an hour. Don't worry, we're almost done.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot my train of thought. But
Sorry. That's
I know what it is. It's an old ride, and it takes a really long time for you to unload and load it because you have to do it arm by arm. So that kind of stinks because it wasn't even a busy day, and like you
It takes a
toured the
while
whole
for-
park on that one video, and we were
Oh, that's true.
still waiting to get on the ride, and then you wait forever to get off the ride. You're like in a hammock.
Oh, that part's nice. You're sitting down. You're.
I know, but I'm just saying, like it takes a good feels like a half an hour.
Okay. One of mine was Electric Eel, and the other one was a different ride at Castle Park. I liked Ghost Blast. Was it Ghost Blasters too?
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. That I really liked the music.
Here comes Lucifer.
I don't remember that part.
That's what it says over and over again during the
Oh,
song.
I just like.
Here comes Lucifer.
I'm
Here comes Lucifer.
I'm just a big.
Dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, dum.
That I remember. But I'm just a big fan of dark rides. So anything semi-unique. You know what's funny? We mentioned dark rides. None of us put down for Knott's that one. God, what was the theming? Was it like a submarine? That dark ride at Knott's that's on the second floor.
That was cool. It wasn't that.
I wouldn't go on it again. It was not very memorable. I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't great.
Voyage to the Iron Reef.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Now, since I didn't know where else to squeeze it in, and I wanted to talk about Balboa Park. I wanted to talk about Balboa Park. So, what were your 2 highlights from there? 3. Cool. What was your 3 highlights? That's cool. You had it.
The Science Center.
Oh yeah, the Science Center. What was your favorite thing about the Science Center? What did you enjoy?
To do it, undo it, and stuff like that.
Do it, undo it.
Oh, the video, remember?
Oh yeah. And the Morse code.
I'm
stuff.
looking for a place to eat.
I did not enjoy that part, but I guess it was a highlight. It's something memorable, but
And
yeah.
the Japanese garden.
It's funny,
Aw,
I put
you
like the same thing as Aaron and we didn't even cheat.
No, that's cool. Why did you like the Japanese garden? It was just nice and relaxing, or yeah, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much.
I put the Japanese friendship garden, having drinks and enjoying the scenery. And I put eating in a quiet Comic-Con museum. That isn't a Comic-Con museum yet, but that's where we found our place to eat when we were looking for our place to eat. So Aaron and I are like the same.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty cool. I even forgot about that place where we ate for lunch. Mine are completely different. I've got the model train museum because I thought, those sets were really detailed, like for the train. I really enjoyed that. I wish we would have had. Will you stop? I wish we had more time to enjoy it, but we were going for.
Jogging.
I'm yawning right now. Okay. And my second one is the clock tower. Every time you turn around, it keeps on banging and bonging. And then I don't know if it was only at noon, but
It was at noon.
yeah, they play different Christmas songs. Like the first one was The Grinch, and then they did a couple other ones. But I liked hearing the clock tower. You could even hear it from inside the zoo.
Oh yeah, the zoo.
Okay.
And we didn't even put it on here, but honorable mention to the world's largest outdoor pipe organ.
Oh yeah, that was cool too. Yeah.
Even though that guy was a really bad, he talked too much.
They all talk too much. Yeah. and we probably played part of it, like the crowd favorite. Everybody voted on this one song, and it was so obscure, and it wasn't that good. There are better songs to play on a pipe organ than that song. You could play like something big and booming, but
And I feel like
that's a quibble.
I feel like we're kind of spoiled because we've gone to Organ Piper Pizza. I was waiting for the ducks to come out. And that pipe organ there was kind of boring because all it is pipes.
Yeah, that's true. At Organ Piper Pizza, the guy we saw the same
In Milwaukee.
kid 3 times, and he was really good. It's fun.
Well, yeah, there's so much different
Yeah,
things.
well, that's
going
it.
on.
But I think even if it didn't have the extra things, I like their music selection better.
Well, that too.
All right,
You get to request what they play.
Random thoughts.
random. This is our final random thoughts. How we're gonna wrap things up.
I was gonna save it for a video. I saved it for a video.
Oh,
well,
okay.
we're
Let's
taking
hear
a
it.
video, so what is your random thought?
You shouldn't have saved it for video. Do you want to go last?
I'll go last.
Okay, mommy. What's your random thoughts? Random final thoughts.
Well, I don't know what random thoughts really meant. I thought maybe this is what we would do differently, but anyway.
Oh, that's fine. That's random. Anything could go in here.
Okay,
This
well,
is just like the
I
wild
would
card.
have liked to spend more time at the ocean next time.
I almost put that
like
on mine.
even like maybe finding a cool restaurant near the ocean.
Like at the end of a pier or something.
Yeah, or like even on the ocean.
On the ocean, like on a boat.
Yeah, we'll be doing that very shortly, people.
Yeah,
like in
that's
3 weeks.
Less than.
Well,
well, the
on
boat part's about,
yeah.
yeah.
3 weeks and 2 days,
Okay.
to be exact. And going to tide pools.
I
But
did miss that.
The low tide was at like 6:30.
Yeah,
in the
the
morning,
timing
so
was
it
just
didn't
bad.
work out.
Yeah.
But we didn't really even go to the beach. I mean, We did it Santa Monica, but like we were just walking on a pier. So
I don't think we ever walked on sand.
No, we didn't.
Oh my god! I
We
just
never
realized
walked
that. Yeah,
on
we never
sand,
had
so-
to take our shoes off.
That is my random thought. I would have liked to be at a beach, but we didn't really have time to do that.
All right, that's fine. I didn't think of that. Now I don't like either of the ones I wrote, so it's gonna end. We're gonna end. You gotta end with a bang because mine are whimpery. My first one. I thought our meal planning was a bit lacking. I would like to have a better idea of wherever we are, have a good home run hitting. I don't know. It seemed like a few of our times we were grasping at straws on what we were gonna do for dinner.
Like when?
Well, we ended up eating at Farmer Boys, but that we were hemming and hawing a lot of the time. Same thing with Magic Mountain. I would have liked to have a better idea, even though more than half of the places were closed because the park was absolutely dead. I would just like to have a better plan of our meals.
Well, you kind of can't at Six Flags anyways because you never know what's going to be open
That's-
and what's going to be.
I was just using that
closed.
as an example, yeah. But there was a few other times. And my other one,
I'm sorry, food is not my first option anymore.
well, that's true. My other one, we only didn't do it once. Yeah, I guess that's right. We only missed rope drop on one of the parks once, but we just have to hammer it home no matter. Number one, we should make the meal thing our number 2 rule on vacation because our number 1 rule should be never miss rope drop for anything. You're the first ones into the museum. You're the first ones to have lunch if it's going to be busy. You're the first ones in the park because SeaWorld especially, if we went at SeaWorld like an hour and a half later, we would have had a much different experience. It would have been even worse. So you always have to hit rope drop, especially in California because people do things later. They just do. But rope drop is an absolute must.
In Legoland, when do you actually open? Because we were there at 9:40,
No.
and supposedly you didn't open till 10. But people were already in line and all over the park.
Big lines too, and we wanted to make sure, like maybe they changed the last minute. Nope, the official site said,
10.
yeah, and same thing in the park. That was weird, but that was beyond our control.
But when did we miss rope drop besides Legoland?
We did one of the Disneyland days. We were off to a later start. We didn't get into like an hour and a half.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they do. It's on video. Okay, Aaron, end it with a bang.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's the bang. All right.
no.
Oh, okay.
Random thought.
Well, that sums up our trip pretty much.
We're still recovering, and it's December 4th.
I was literally today. I had to take another nap because I was just.
Will you let me talk? I like being critical a lot and stuff. And this trip was the first part of a 3-part series.
Trilogy.
And the second one will be our Texas.
Yeah, it's gonna be called our big Texas trip, and then our big roller coaster trip will be the second.
That's going to be much further along. Like these two are going to be really close together, but the third of the trilogy is going to be not for like 6 months or so.
Well, yeah, because you guys realize
7
it's
months.
December, right? And I don't know if any of you are from Ohio or anywhere where you have big roller coasters, theme parks. But what happens usually between the months of January to April?
Well, for most parts, it's actually between November and April. Some are open because of the holidays, but I think it's just
holidays
Six
in the
Flags.
park are right now, Six Flags. But January through April, May, nothing's open. So there's going to be a very dead time for us. You might get some World of Warcraft videos.
That's true. This is where we go into hibernation for a few months.
We might have some video game videos.
We'll do Froggy Adventures a bit more. We're just going to be trapped for a while.
Look forward to, what is that one coming out next week? Ultimate Smash.
This week
This
comes out
week.
Friday.
What is it called?
Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, and we'll do an unboxing video because I'm getting the classic NES controllers any day now.
Look, I wanted to keep this trip related.
Okay, sorry, but I'm just giving them a preview of what's to come because Aaron started talking about the trilogy.
All right, and you'll get smaller videos. Like this weekend, you're gonna get smaller Aaron Press the Button Parks videos. We're gonna still definitely do stuff like that. Yeah.
Are we gonna wrap it up now?
We're wrapping it up. So why don't you go ahead and press that button that's right over there, but they can't see it.